Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to the something something. We're gonna talk about. I'm not gonna talk about this. Like, you're like my friend, so we're just gonna talk like normal people. And just something that popped up into my head from a question from my actual friend was, why do I do push-ups? And it's a weird question, right? But there's a reason behind it, and it really is just to exercise my mental resilience. And what does that mean? Right? What does that actually mean to you, to me? As I look this way, guys, my computer is kind of going crazy looking. So I want to make sure that that's that. But mental resilience, and what is it, right? It's really, I don't know the definition. Right? I'm not a doctor or a therapist. I'm just a dude that lives with bipolar, and I use exercise as my coping mechanism. I use prayer as my coping mechanism. I use skills as my coping mechanism. And that's it. And as you, as my friend, someone that I can, someone that I can talk to on the real, I do push-ups to help unblock this. Why? Because when I do push-ups, and I've been doing max effort recently, which means I try to do as many as I can. Once a week, I try to do as many strict push-ups as I can, right? In order to see where I'm at. And usually I'll be stronger, right? Usually I'll get more. And that's what we would call in training progressive overload, right? Over time, we're progressing. Over time, we're adding more load or more reps, more total load. So by me doing more push-ups every week and getting better at it, I'm hitting a success. I'm hitting a win. And that's why it's really good for the brain, right? Because not only does strength training affect all your hormones, like your serotonin, your dopamine, your whatever mean, right? It also helps curb your anxiety. It helps release stress. It helps your stress go away. And that's why I believe exercise is the best tool that you can do for any type of mental health struggle or issue that you have. The hardest part is going to be doing it, right? And I talked about it last night. It's like the hardest part is really getting into the workout itself or going into it to work out. But once you do, well then, you can be a completely different person right after you're done. And a lot of times people think it's got to be a huge workout. It doesn't. It's got to be a little bit. If you go back into the channel, if you haven't been here, like, subscribe, comment, let me know where you're from. We're on the live. I like doing live because I don't like the fluff of the, it's cool and all. I get it. But like, if I could just talk to you like a normal human being and like a normal person, and we could just chat about a conversation, it's kind of easier for me. Right. And I'm sure it's easier for you to do so. Sometimes you'll have to go through my rants or my ADHD / I went off topic type things. But for the most part, if you're like me and I'm like you, we're pretty much just hanging out. That's all. That's the voice that I want. That's the voice that I'm looking for. But why is training the most important thing, especially strength training? Right. Cardio is cool. Running is cool. But progressive overload and making sure you get into doing some squats, some deadlifts, if you can deadlift. I'm not saying you got to get a barbell. You could deadlift a bag off the floor, right? Get a bag, put 20 pounds of cans in it, do 10 reps for 3 sets. See you later. See you later, Sally. And then after that, the next week, put 3 more cans in it. Now you got 25 pounds and you're lifting that off the ground. There's a lot of things that we can do without a gym, guys. And a lot of times we think we need a gym, but you don't. You just have to be accessible and open-minded to doing stupid shit. Like literally being okay, let's do stupid shit. And I'm sure the things in your head already sound pretty stupid and dumb to you, but most people, it might be genius, right? So who cares? But if not, bodyweight squats, push-ups, pull-ups. If you can't do a pull-up, like that's one of the hardest exercise. I would say the hardest exercise to do in a strict manner. A strict pull-up is the biggest challenge, and everyone wants to do them. Learning how to start doing them, learning how to progress to that, learning how to get to that, and then when you finally do, man, nothing better. So good, so great. Like it's the best feeling to do a pull-up. Or like if you got a heavy squat and your goal was to do, I don't know, 200 pounds, right? Or obviously everyone wants 2 stack, right? So 225 and you hit it. It feels good. Like you can't take it away from you. And just that little bit of feeling good helps you feel better, right? It helps me feel better. So if I'm like down in the dumps and like I'm not exercising or I'm not doing something that I want to do, and out of nowhere, like I start planning, progressing, and I start training, I always feel better when the time comes. I always feel better when I do it, and then I do hit a PR. I do hit more push-ups. I do hit a shorter time. I do squat a little bit heavier. I did clean a heavier dumbbell. And that little signal, that little bing, just shows me that I didn't give up on something that I know I can do. And then after that, I succeeded, and then I celebrate that small success, right? It may be small to other people. You may even think it's small, but it actually isn't small. It's a huge deal. And the bigger deal you make it, the bigger deal it becomes. So with that said, that's why I do push-ups for my mental health, because I like to see myself progress. Because when life is down and you're not feeling it, you got to create something that's going to be positive, right? We can sit there all day long and live in that cloud, or we can make a choice and really fight as hard as we can to do something a little bit more positive in our life. And I'm not here. No, I'm here to tell you that. I am. That's why I'm here. I don't know why I keep saying I'm not here to tell you. No, I'm here to tell you that's what I do, and that's it. And hopefully what I do helps you figure out the way you're going to go. End of story. I'll see you guys later. Again, thanks for coming out. As always, this is Pete. Like, subscribe. Do it up now. Until next time, this is Pete from the Zeta. Doesn't matter. I'll see you guys later.